Hey, how's it going everyone, and welcome to another FNAF 2's video, where today we are back once again on Youtooz.com because we have an absolutely insane release which has just been unveiled on the website. So we've been waiting a very long time for the Nightmare animatronics from Youtooz, and they are finally here. We're going to go through each individual one and show you them all and give you my overall thoughts on all these. And of course, we got to start with the main one, is Nightmare Freddy and Freddles. So you get Nightmare Freddy here and the Freddles. Now, this was revealed quite a while ago. It was early concept art that they did show for this one, but here is the Nightmare Freddy Youtooz figure. It looks insane. They have put so much more accuracy, detail into this with the molding of the plastic. It looks insane. It looks incredibly accurate to the in-game look of Nightmare Freddy. It does look great. I love that they put the Freddles with it as well. It's also a little extra touch with it as well. They could have just done Nightmare Freddy, but they did the Freddles with it, which is insanely good. I love that they've done that, and they've changed the eyes of it as well. It was red, which was inaccurate. I'm glad that they did change the color of the eyes, and the amount of texturing and plastic and layering which has gone into this looks insane. I can't wait for this one to arrive to make a review. I'm going to get all the figures, but that is the Nightmare Freddy figure just there. Now, every single figure in this wave will include a pin. It is an exclusive pin to this figure right here. So if you want to get the figure with the pin, that is also a nice little inclusion there to have as well. You have some information here as well if you want to go ahead and read that. It's load there to read about this figure right here. But let's get on to the next figure in the release. So the second figure in this release is the Nightmare Bonnie, which I really do like the design of this one. I prefer the Nightmare Freddy one, but I gotta say, this does look incredible. Again, the accuracy, the layering, the plastic, the detail is incredible. Seeing the Nightmare Endo just underneath, and then, you know, seeing the rest of the casing for the Nightmare animatronic, the illusion of the Nightmare animatronic looks absolutely insane. I love the design they've gone for these ones. They are so incredibly accurate. And we know that Youtooz have been taking more time into making these figures to make them more accurate. So it's great that they are listening to the community and taking their time with these figures, which I love to see. So there you go. That is Nightmare Bonnie. I like the design for this one. And also, you can get a pin with this one as well. But they all ship between October to November. Around about that time frame, but the pins will be shipping a lot later. So if you buy a pin with it, it will ship maybe about a month or two later, just letting you know. So if you want to just buy the figure, it will ship a lot earlier. Now, the third one in this release is Nightmare Chica. This is personally one of my favorite nightmares that they have ever made. So here is Nightmare Chica. I love the design for this one. The different color eyes is accurate. Again, the detail is insane. You can just see all the, you know, the different holes in the arms, seeing the endoskeleton underneath. And she has the Nightmare Cupcake as well, the annoying Nightmare Cupcake, which constantly annoyed me in that game. Every time you turn to the bed and turn back around, the cupcake is right there in your face. And of course, they had to include the cupcake with this one right here. So that is Nightmare Chica, and here is the pin for it as well. I'm thinking about picking up this one with the pin because Chica is one of my favorite Nightmare animatronics. So I'm definitely thinking about getting the pin with this one, with this release. On to the last one of the OG4 animatronics for the Nightmares. We have Nightmare Foxy. Now, there is a bit of inaccurate with this figure here. Now, what they've done is they've given Nightmare Foxy a tongue. If you know Nightmare Foxy and the design Scott Cawthon did use for him, he did originally have a tongue, but then he removed it for the actual game itself. He thought he looked better without the tongue, and Youtooz have included the tongue here with the figure. I don't know why they decided to do that. Maybe they'll remove it. I don't know if they'll remove it, but it is inaccurate to the in-game look for Nightmare Foxy. It does look pretty cool. I like the look of it. The figure overall looks great, but this is definitely inaccurate if they're going for more of the game look instead of the early concept for him. But yeah, that is Nightmare Foxy. He does look great. You can see the spine for the endoskeleton just there as well, which does look awesome. And you can get the pin with this one as well. Nightmare Chica, Nightmare Foxy pin. I have to think about that. That looks really good, that pin. But yeah, that's Nightmare Foxy shipping around the same time as well, and a load of information there if you want to go ahead and read that. Second to last we have is Nightmare Fredbear. Now this one is a different design because it hasn't got the mouth open, it is closed right here, but you can see the teeth in his stomach right there. We see he's in this walking sort of pose, like he's walking towards one of the doors in the game. You can see his spine there again with the nightmare endoskeleton, which does look great. I like that all around these figures they have put detail into them. It's not just the front of it, they've put a bit of detail into the back of it as well, which is nice to see. Yeah, that is Nightmare Fredbear, a great looking figure, a awesome looking character in the game as well. And there's the pin for it as well. Definitely going to pick the pin with this one as well. I will announce something later on, which is pretty cool when these ones do officially arrive, this figure right here. But let's get into the last figure into this wave, which we did not expect to see. Austin did say there is only 5, but there is 6 in this wave. It is Nightmare. We have Nightmare. Now, we did say only going to make a Nightmare figure, the same as Fredbear, but just making it, you know, a chase or something different like Watermelon Chica. It is like a Watermelon Chica situation. We have Nightmare. It is the same molding as the Nightmare Fredbear, but they made it transparent, which looks insane. It is accurate for Nightmare because it is, you know, transparent in the game, like the illusion is wearing off whatever Nightmare really is. We don't really know much about him because he wasn't in the Tales for the Pizzaplex story. I wish he did have a different pose, you know, more unique for Nightmare, instead of it just being exactly the same as Nightmare Fredbear. I do wish I had a different pose, but it does look great nonetheless. And there's the box for it as well. You can see it's black on the top and white on the bottom. I believe that is different to the other ones. If we get Chica right here, it is different. So as you see, it is red here and then like a brown black on the bottom. But on this one here on Nightmare, you can see that it is in fact a different color design, which is nice. It did a bit of a variation with Nightmare. And this is not a chase. I don't believe this is a chase. No, it is a normal figure, which is nice to see that Youtooz have listened to the community. And there is the pin as well for it. I do wish that this figure was a bit more of a black instead of being just grey, because the pin here looks more of a lighter grey. Nightmare to me seems more of a black kind of colour instead of this grey. Hopefully it is a bit of a darker shade when it actually arrives, because it does say, you know, prototype here, so hopefully it will be a darker color when it does arrive. But there you go, that is all the figures in this wave for the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 Nightmare Animatronics release. Now that we've taken a look at everything on here, let's get into the, you know, the flaws of this wave. And if you've seen my posts or anyone else's posts from Youtooz or Youtooz News, you've seen that this is only available for 1 week. 1 week. Which is such a shame. It's the same with the Phantoms. They extended that to 12 days. So hopefully it's the same with this. It's you know, it's going to be the same thing, but we don't know. It is only 1 week for these characters. These are such desirable and loved characters in the franchise, and only being available for 1 week. I know it's the marketing and the license with what Youtooz have, but it's such a shame that's only for 7 days with characters like this. You will be able to get them on other websites in the future after they, you know, discontinue on the website. He keeps tipping over for some reason. Yeah, you'll be able to get them on other websites, but it's a shame that only on Youtooz it's for 7 days, starting on May 2nd as a pre-order. And as well that these have pins as well. You have to buy the figure with the pin. If you want to get the pin, you have to buy the figure. I feel like they should put the pin separately. I feel like if you want to get a pin, like say if you want to get Nightmare Freddy, but you don't want the pin, you don't want to spend extra money and wait longer to get the pin, you can then just get the pin for Nightmare Chica and get the Nightmare Freddy figure. So you want the two separate things and you don't really want the Chica figure. I feel it'd be cool if they just made the pins separately. I've heard other people bring up the same thing about these pins, and it is very unfortunate that it's a limited time release and that the pins are only available if you get the figure, because pins will be about $15 to maybe $20 at time. And some people just want to get the pins. They don't want to get the figures, you know, to just put in display with pins. And yeah, that's unfortunate that that they have done that. Nightmare Foxy figure is inaccurate with the tongue. It's not a big issue, but it is inaccurate. But overall, I say this is an incredible wave with the accuracy and detail has gone into them. If in the future we do get the plushies as well, it'd be great to get a Nightmare plushie or a Nightmare Chica plushie. Definitely like to see them ones. I will be purchasing all these figures right here and will be doing reviews on the channel to show you guys. I'm definitely thinking about getting Nightmare Fredbear, the Nightmare and maybe Nightmare Foxy pins as well. We'll see what that's like for a limited time. Now, a while ago, I did announce a giveaway, which was for the Springtrap and the Waterman and Chica, because I do have extra ones of them coming. I have duplicates of them coming, so I will be doing a giveaway for them. Once I get duplicates for these characters right here, I will be hosting another giveaway. So if you want a chance to win Nightmare Fredbear, Nightmare or Nightmare Foxy or Nightmare Chica, I will announce a giveaway for them characters way in the future when these do start to arrive. So there you have it, guys. That is the full video on the Nightmare Animatronics or FNAF 4 Youtooz release. I really hope you enjoyed. Again, these are available for pre-order starting May 2nd and are only available for 1 week. So be sure to be there on May 2nd and buy one of the figures that you want. And if you're new around here, you enjoyed this video, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you all in the next video.